everybody. My name is Eureka John, and this is the Eureka Street Crypto Hub. And I am broadcasting to you from Leander, Texas on November 12th, 2020, and it is 9:47 p.m. And today we're going to talk about Rocketpool with the Ethereum 2.0 out in phase 0. There's phase 0, 1, and 2, so 3 phases. Right now it's the first phase. I find it appropriate to talk about Rocketpool, another one of my hopefuls, and I haven't invested yet, but I'm going to take a look here and we'll see if the RPL token is worth it. But first, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what the market's doing today. It's been a pretty exciting day today in the market with Bitcoin going down here at $16,430.85. That is pretty incredible. So if you are following Bitcoin and you're a Bitcoin maximalist, then this is a good day for you. I do have Bitcoin and I have Ethereum, and I want them both to do well, and they're both doing great. I mean, look, Ethereum's up 11.8% in the past 7 days, and Bitcoin is up 5.7%. Just about 10 minutes ago, it was now it's at 5.2% in the last 24 hours. Just 5 or 10 minutes ago, it was 5%, so it went up 0.2%. But anyway, let's take a look here. Bitcoin is, the last time it was this high was 2017. I am not a technical analyst or a TA guy at all, so I'm not going to sit here and try to read this chart and come up with predictions for you. I try to gear this broadcast that I do, this channel that I do, to be very lowbrow. And when I mean lowbrow, I mean the opposite of highbrow. I'm not going to look down at my nose at you. I'm not going to assume you know anything. And you're going to go on this crypto exploration journey with me as a layman and as somebody who's not technically oriented and learning as we go along. So if this is not your shtick, then hey, you know, there's plenty of other specialized channels out there that have different levels of technical approach, and you're more than welcome to check those out as well. But for the purposes of my channel, I'm going to assume that my listener does not know anything, even though today I will be talking about a little more advanced topic such as Rocketpool, but we'll get there in a second. This is Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin again is at $16,430.85. It's awesome. The last time it was there, let me take this CoinGecko chart and move it over here to this all-time high. So it looks like December 2017 it hit $19,423.58. Let's see if it got any higher than that. I can't. 19,665.39. It looks like it doesn't look like it ever hit 20,000. It looks like it's like almost kissed the 20,000 line, but it never seems to have quite gotten there. So right now at $16,000, we are in pretty uncharted territory. Got to 18,000 there, and then there's only maybe a little bit of time right there where a few times it spiked over $16,000. So this is pretty amazing, and I expect it to go on from here. I said yesterday that by the end of the week I expect it to hit 16,000, and it did. I'm not saying I'm some kind of TA prognosticator. I'm not a technical analyst. I'm just a dude who sees some patterns here. And Bitcoin has been sitting around this 15,000 level for, you know, so when did it hit 15,000 here? Yeah, so about Tuesday, you know. So, that's pretty good. I mean, it didn't just touch and drop. You know, it didn't test some levels and then fall, as traders like to say, testing, 1, 2, and then it breaks through. So Anyway, that's enough for Bitcoin. Ethereum is also at 464.72. That makes me a happy camper because I'm mining Ethereum here, part of an Ethereum mining pool, and I have my GPUs on my computer running. And right now, I've been running for a few days now. Got like $10. Hey, I'll take it. I think Saturday morning, it usually is when it cashes out. I'll probably have like $15 by then or something. I don't know. But yeah, so it's a pretty good deal. I get some free ETH. It usually pays for transaction fees, or if I don't really do any trading during the week, then it builds up, and I can't go wrong. But Ethereum mining is gonna be moving on. I don't know if mining is gonna stay around once ETH 2.0 phase 2 comes about. But once the new proof of stake system is fully implemented and in place and active, I'm not really sure what they're going to do with ETH 1.0. But hopefully it stays around. I would like to continue mining and getting some free ETH, and maybe they'll build new systems and new software and tokens on top of the old ETH 1.0. Maybe I know that there was some kind of dispute going on earlier this week with the main guys at Ethereum and some possible fork happening. And a fork, for those of you who don't know, is whenever there is a resetting of the blockchain, and the blockchain is going along creating transactions one right after the other, and then a fork is when somebody breaks away from the blockchain and creates a new blockchain from that original blockchain. And that happened with Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. That's a hard fork, and it creates a whole new token out of the first token. So Ethereum really is a fork of Ethereum Classic, but that's a whole other can of worms that I can't really go into right now. And I know Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash are probably forks, or I'm not sure that history, but there's a lot of different forks from certain blockchains. And just know that if you see Ethereum Classic, it is not the same as Ethereum. I can also mine Ethereum Classic on this computer, which I'm not, because I don't really care about Ethereum Classic. And then there's Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Diamond. Just ignore all the other Bitcoins. You only want Bitcoin, BTC. That's the price ticker, BTC. Don't be buying any of the other stuff, especially if you're a newbie. Now, if you want to go buy Bitcoin Cash because you realize that it is different and you believe in the whole system, that Bitcoin Cash is going to be instantaneous and like used for like everyday cash, and you're down with that vision, and you're down with that vision, then fine, more power to you. But it's not something that I'm down with. So anyway, whatever, back to the topic at hand. I am here to talk about Rocketpool. Now, what Rocketpool is, it is a proof of stake network. So if you don't know, Ethereum 2.0 is going to be proof of stake. And what that means is people will stake their Ethereum tokens at a certain amount minimum. And when people stake on a network, the validators hold those tokens in place as kind of, I guess, a collateral or something to ensure that node will be online to be able to validate transactions. And as a reward, when the blockchain is created, the people that have staked their tokens on the node that has to keep up and operating, they receive a reward for validating those transactions. And so the node operator receives everybody's donations, their stake, and holds on to it. And in return, they keep that node running to validate any type of transactions that come through. And whenever their node is down, it creates a weakness in the system, a lessening of security. But the good news is Ethereum and lots of other proof of stake and just blockchain in general are made up of tons of nodes everywhere. So if one node goes down, then it doesn't damage the entire system. It's just that that node is penalized, and a lot of times it can be slashed, which means they're cut. They're done. They're 86th. If you're ever a waiter, you know that term, or a kitchen, a cook. You know the term being 86, and that's not good. If you're at a bar and the bartender looks at you and go, "You're 86," that means you're done for the night. So I know way too much about that. Anyway, let's go to the Rocketpool. So Ethereum 2.0 is going to have staking. You need 32 Ethereum to stake, and a lot of times you have to set up and deploy and run your own node, and it takes a whole lot of technical skill. And 32 Ethereum, which, you know, multiplied by 464.72. Let's see here. Let's see, so 464.72 times 32. At this point, it would cost you $14,000.81 and $14,871.04 to run a node on Ethereum 2.0, a staking node. That's a lot of money. I couldn't do it, and I wouldn't want to do it. Apparently, right now, if you are wanting to run a node on Ethereum and to stake your Ethereum on Ethereum 2.0, you need 32 Ethereum. I don't have $14,871 laying around just for that. Some people do. That's great. But even if I did have that laying around on Ethereum, I don't think I would want to stake that right now. Some people do, and they have total faith in that system, and they can be apart from that money for, you know, as long as they need, because they know that they can fall back on other things in case that doesn't go through, or if they can't pull it out for a few years. We don't know how long it's going to take Ethereum 2.0 to complete. So until it's complete and until it's in phase 2, then you're kind of just waiting and accumulating, and which is not bad if you have that spare money to do so. But if you don't, there's an answer for you, and it's Rocketpool. Rocketpool allows you to stake your Ethereum a minimum of 0.01 Ethereum, which is, I mean, okay, let's take a look here. I mean, this is 0.02 Ethereum, and that is 1068, so 0.01 would be about $5.30. Yeah, so all you really need is $5 at this point, at the value of Ethereum, to stake on Rocketpool. Rocketpool is not up and active yet, as far as I know. I mean, maybe there's been some super late developments here going on, but it's still in the beta phase. And let's see here. Oh lordy, what in tarnation is going on here? All right, so let me straighten this out. I'm gonna just go ahead and get rid of this, and I'm gonna minimize this logo because you guys know what you're watching right now. I'll bring this more into focus here. Okay, so you only need about $5 worth of Ethereum at the current valuation of Ethereum to go onto Rocketpool. You put that in, and you are basically essentially a staker. And I went in and tested it out on the testnet as a staker, and you can do that as well. You go into beta.rocketpool.net, and it shows you how to go in, and you go into your MetaMask, and you use the faucet to get the testnet. Testnet ETH is just play money. It's monopoly money, and you go in here, and it shows you how to connect your MetaMask wallet, which I did, and I got my test ETH, and so here I'll show you. what you would need to do is go into MetaMask. If you are on Brave, here we go. And you need to go up and switch it from the main net down to the Gurley test network. And it's just a test network. Nothing on here is live. This is not real money on the Gurley test net. The main net, it is. Do not do the main net. I don't think it would let you anyway in the beta. But you go to the Gurley test net, and there is something called a faucet. And you can go and let's see here. Where is that faucet? I know it's somewhere up here. There's this faucet.gurleymuddit.blog. And what you do is you go to your MetaMask address and you copy the clipboard, and you go to Twitter and you tweet. And let's see here. I did tweet that. I tweeted, "Hey Gurley, give me some test ether. I want to test out the Rocketpool beta and need some test ETH to mint some RETH." I'll explain that in a second. I'm doing my next episode on Rocketpool and need to do some proper research. Here's my Addy. And I put in there that address that I pasted out of MetaMask here. And it was from right there. So I did that. And I went over to, where did that go? I went back into here and I pasted that Twitter address. And you can do this on Facebook too as well. And then once I did that, once I pasted that address, I went back into here and I saw, ta-da, my 35 ETH is what I got out of it. And so I was ready to go. So I went to the Rocketpool.net beta site to test this out. This is all of this right now is to just kind of get a feel for it. None of this Rocketpool is like live with real money yet. It's going to be here soon, very soon. But I'm trying to get a jump on it and get a feel on it because I want to participate in this as soon as I can, because this is a great way to earn new ETH. So I went in here and I connected my wallet. It said here connect wallet when I first logged into the site, and then it allowed me to connect my MetaMask wallet, which I did, and it showed 35 ETH. So I went in here and I put in trade 5 ETH for 5 RETH, and I'll tell you what RETH is in a second. So let's see if it'll do it again. I doubt it will, but it opened up my MetaMask, and you can see that in the window over here. Confirm. Well, you can't see it because when MetaMask pops up, it has a little pop-up window and you can't see it in this software. But it says trading 5 ETH for RETH. Well, a second ago, it only let me trade 2.8 because their server was super busy, and I guess a lot of people are trying out this beta testnet right now. But apparently, that worked. So, hey, I'll take it. And ta-da! Okay, so here it shows I have 27.2 Ethereum because that got traded, and now I have 7.8 because I already had 2.8 RETH in there. Okay, what RETH is that is what you will get in exchange for staking your Ethereum onto the Rocketpool network. And during this phase where Ethereum is transitioning from Ethereum 1.0 to 2.0, any Ethereum that you stake on there, if you're just doing it outside of Rocketpool, is locked in there for good. And I explained it. You don't know when you're going to be getting it back, because until everything is fully up and running and implemented, you're out 32 ETH. But not with Rocketpool. With Rocketpool, you'll get back the RETH token. And the RETH token is an ERC20 token, which means it operates on the Ethereum platform. And it is a representation of the Ethereum. I know R doesn't stand for representation, but it should. So representation of Ethereum, or Rocketpool Ethereum. And you can buy, sell, hold it in your wallet. If you have your Ethereum locked up in the in the Rocketpool, and no, in the Ethereum 2.0 Beacon test network. No, the Beacon network. That's what it's called. The new network is called the Beacon network. Um, then you're not stuck with that Ethereum sitting in there for the next couple of years while all of this develops. You can sell your RETH on Uniswap and sell it for back to Ethereum or whatever else you want to do. So you're not just stuck with your Ethereum being locked in there in case you get hard up for cash or whatever else you need it for. So right now, it's currently not available because everything's still in beta, but it will be. And it's not even on CoinGecko. Let's see here. Yeah, so RETH is not available yet, but when all this becomes active, it will be available, and people should be providing liquidity pools on Uniswap, so you can trade your RETH for Ethereum or whatever other tokens you want. And over time, the longer you have your Ethereum in there, the more RETH you'll have, and that you'll be earning money the longer it sits in these proof of stake pools and these staking pools. So that is the RETH. That is a representation of the Ethereum that you have staked in there. And if you don't even have any staked, you could probably just buy RETH and then trade it in for Ethereum 2.0 later, whatever. I don't know. Okay, so there's that token, and then there's going to be another token called NETH, and so what I just showed you was staking. It's the most simple way to participate. You can do it with $5 or 16 ETH or 32 ETH or 3,000 ETH. However much money you want to throw at this. There's no limit. But if you want to take it a step further and don't want to just stake, you can run the node that validates the transactions and holds on to the ETH. So the minimum to do this on Rocketpool is 16 Ethereum. Outside of Rocketpool, if you're just doing it directly on the Ethereum network, it's 32 Ethereum. So it only takes half on Rocketpool as the other. And what Rocketpool does, it provides all the software and the services, and it bundles it up in a nice little package, either in a GUI, a graphical user interface, or a CLI, a command line interface. So if you're good with Linux and Unix systems and stuff like that, and you know how to run a command line really well, and that's your shtick, all right, man, more power to you. But if you're not really comfortable in that atmosphere and you like a GUI, graphical user interface, you can do that, and you can download it all as one package. You don't have to install these separate software nodes and all this stuff. And configure anything because Rocketpool provides an installer. At this point, technically, let's see here. What do you need? Running a node. It's a long-term commitment, just like running an ETH 2.0 validator. We want the beta to reflect real-world conditions, so don't run a node if you're not prepared to keep it online 24/7. Okay, that is the hitch. If you want to run a node, you got to have your computer online. You got to have a server grade type of computer that never shuts down. You can't do it on your laptop. I could probably do it on my desktop, I guess, but I don't have Linux installed. I'm just running it on Windows here. I should probably put Linux in here just to mess with stuff. I've had it on a computer before. I have a basic understanding. I could probably run a node. I mean, I keep this computer on pretty much 24/7 for mining, so hey. But I do have Windows. Running a node on Windows 10 is highly discouraged due to time synchronization issues, which affect the Ethereum 2.0 clients. So do so on your own, at your own risk. So you can also do it on Amazon Web Services, AWS. So, if that's what you want to do, I don't know how to do that. And then here's all the configuration stuff. So running a node is a little more in-depth and a little further beyond the scope of what I want to cover here. But just know that it is possible, and you have to have 16 Ethereum to run a smart node on Rocketpool. If you want to run it directly with Ethereum and install everything and all the geth, I don't even know, you know, yeah, that's over my head. You have to have 32 Ethereum and a lot of technical knowledge, and which I don't have. So, what happens is if you're running a node, let me see, I saw a great explanation of this. Not there. No, not. I'm done with you, girly faucet. And so let me go scroll down here. Nope, that's not it either. And yeah, I had so many instances of this stuff when I was researching it. Anyway, what happens is you put in your 16 Ethereum, and I found a great graphic for it a little bit ago. You put in your 16 Ethereum, and then what Rocketpool software does is it gathers the other 16 Ethereum to total the 32 Ethereum that the Ethereum 2.0 network requires. Here we go. All right, so there's the users. These are the stakers, like me and you, putting in $5, $10, like 0.01 ETH, 2.2 ETH, 0.5 ETH, 1 ETH, 5 ETH, 16 ETH, and then you supply the other 16 ETH as an operator, and then that totals a 32 ETH, and that creates what's called a mini pool, and that's a whole other thing here. But you as the operator combine your 16 ETH chunk with their 16 ETH chunk, and then it creates the mini pool. And then that goes off to Ethereum 2.0 for staking. And then the mini pool creates their own rewards, and then the other rewards are also distributed to the stakers, totaling that 16 ETH chunk as well. So it creates all these little pools together. And what Rocketpool does is it automates that with smart contracts as far as distributing their rewards as to each person's part going into that. So if I put in 0.01 Ethereum, I'll get my relative percentage of what I contributed from what is earned through this node operator who put in 16 Ethereum and then also got 16 Ethereum from all the stakers, to total of the 32 Ethereum running that node. And all this starts getting pretty complex if you're at a beginner level. It's still complex for me as well. But that person operating this node has to keep it running, and or they get penalized. And but if they do need to stop running the node, they can have what's called kind of a placeholder, and they get another token called NETH. So there's RETH and NETH, and that will hold their place and their rewards until they decide to fire their node back up. But there's also another token which is currently available on CoinGecko, and which is what speculators would be investing in. It's called the RPL Rocket Protocol token. And what this is this is kind of a security token in which somebody who is running a node would use this token to secure and act as kind of a buffer for any penalties that might happen from nodes on the network being slashed. What's the beauty about Rocket Network is if your node is down, or if anybody else's node is down, not one person suffers all the penalties, because the penalties get distributed across the entire network. So it kind of buffers everything out. But what the Rocketpool token does is if there's any penalties incurred, it'll go and it'll burn the RPL tokens first before it touches the Ethereum. Because if somebody's penalized, it'll burn their Ethereum and it'll take their Ethereum. But if it's if you have RPL tokens and they're staked as well, it'll burn those first, which is great. So it's a buffer. It provides additional security to the whole network. The more people participate on it, the more RPL is used and locked up, and the more valuable it becomes. As a speculator, I think RPL is a good investment. I don't have any yet. I will be getting some. It's at 366 right now. Let's see what the history is. So it had a spike when it first came out, I guess. I think it's going to end up doing well once Rocketpool gets all fully up and running and out of beta stage. So it is something to look out for. I'm keeping my feelers out for the Rocketpool token. Where was I? I just completely lost where I was. Here we go. So RETH. So the Rocketpool token is the primary protocol token. Okay, that's what it is. It's a protocol token. It can be staked on a Rocketpool node if you wish to provide the network with an additional security promise or a buffer or something like that. It is not required to run the smart node, or as a user to stake ETH on the Rocketpool network. So it's not required to stake, but you can stake. And here's some more information on how the RPL token is used. So this medium.com article is great. You can get to it from the Rocketpool website. Rocketpool is the first of its kind Ethereum proof of stake. And this is decentralized as well. So it's not really owned by any one company. The white paper is really good as well. I would check that out. So let's see here. I mean, they give some really good explanation on here. You can also, if you run a wallet and you have a business, you can provide staking services to people as part of your wallet service, or if you're a centralized service to help people invest in cryptocurrency, you can help people stake without even having to understand Rocketpool. You just say, give me your Ethereum, I'll stake it, and you charge them whatever type of service fee you want. And then you can integrate that as a dApp into your website for them to invest in crypto and then to stake their Ethereum. Knowledge is key, knowledge is profit, knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more money you can make. And always, always, always educate yourself. So you can integrate Rocketpool into your website, into your crypto investing application or wallet or whatever you want to do. So you can provide proof of stake services for anybody's Ethereum. That's to me, so far, just from a surface high-level understanding, this is kind of what Rocketpool is. It's a way for you to not have to run a full Ethereum node, not have to have 32 Ether to stake, and get to participate in the staking pools and earn interest in a way by staking your Ethereum. I don't have 16 Ethereum, so I would have to stake. I'm working on getting a 16 Ethereum together, but I have other interests. I have Bitcoin, I have Chainlink, I have other tokens I want to put my money into, and I don't want to just have 16 Ethereum. I want to get to the point where I can just have 16 Ethereum laying around as a something extra, a little something something. But I'm not there yet. So go check out this beta.rocketpool.net and check out the white paper. White papers are always good to read. For those of you who don't know, white papers are basically a crypto business plan. And there's the Bitcoin white paper. I had it up here. So this is the Chainlink staking pool that's not up yet and running either. And I'm going to be going over that in a whole separate thing. You can go to ethereum.org and you can learn more straight from the horse's mouth how to stake your ETH. It can get pretty technical, but that's how it goes. Here's the Bitcoin white paper. I always just kind of keep it up. I have a PDF printout that I just kind of keep around. And, with all this stuff that's going on, with the central bank digital currencies and Bitcoin shooting to the moon and all this stuff happening, I want to believe. Okay, I want to believe. That's why I'm doing this every single day and doing this podcast and broadcasting and talking about this stuff, because I want to believe that a lot of good can come out of this, and that we can follow the original design and plan and passion for people to get away from banks. I mean, I got charged when I was trying to transfer from bank account to bank account day before yesterday, $68 in NSF fees for a couple things that popped through without me knowing it, and the funds hadn't reached the other account yet. I mean, what is it, like $356 billion that Bank of America has charged NSF fees to people in the past year or something like that? Like $300 billion. That's insane. One bank charging that in NSF fees, and NSF fees are given to people who don't have money. Like, seriously, insufficient funds. What does that tell you? Who they're taking those fees from? So cryptocurrency can take back some of that power from these banks that are doing this to people, to the people that need the money the most, like me. Anyway, I won't even go off on that tangent. I could just go on and on. So yeah, every little bit counts. I have my Theta node running. I have my Ethereum mining pool running, and I have Brave browser clicking on ads every time they show up. I have a Cardano staking. I have some Cardano staked on a Cardano staking pool. I've just got tons of little drops, raindrops everywhere, collecting in a big pool that I'm just collecting cryptocurrency everywhere and every place I can get. And that's what it's all about, man. It's what we're here to do, and it's why we're in it. We're here to take the power away from the banks and give the financial power and opportunity back to the people. Bam! Oh, man, on that note, I'm just going to have to call it a night. Yeah. You guys, I think this has been a pretty solid broadcast. I like Rocketpool. As soon as it goes into full swing and out of beta, I'm definitely going to get some and stake some Ethereum. And you guys have a good night. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Bye.